Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much. We are here again on the Glow with Market Her Brand. I'm your host, Sunshine Full and Wider, the CEO and founder of Market Her Brand. We are a global women organization that help women start and grow their business while providing a platform for them to expose who they are and what they do. So today we are actually launched the Elevate Her Global Women in Business Tour. I'm super excited because we got finished with Influential Women in Business Conference. So now we're in the tour. The tour is phenomenal. You got women from all over the world coming together, sharing about their business, their expertise, empowering all of us and motivating and just helping all of us to continue to climb to the next level. So if you know anybody that'll benefit from this tour, please, whether they're on a platform or off the platform, just send them our way because we'd love to plug in as we're trying to make this as big as possible, but have a great impact in so many people's lives as possible. So today we're super excited about our first speaker on the tour, which is Coach Pipley Mystery, and she is coming onto the platform to give us some great nuggets on how we can be able to do what we love, but stay healthy doing it. So if you're like me, sometimes we forget that health is our wealth. So she kind of like helps us remember that and gives us some tools to be able to incorporate it into everything that we do. So fasten up your seatbelt, get your notepads, get your pens, get your phones, and be ready to take some great notes. Without further ado, I drop the mic over to you, Coach Pipley Mystery. We really appreciate having you here.
Thank you so much, Sunshine. Thank you. Oh, sorry, bear with me. Thank you so much for the introduction. I'm the creator of piplymystery.com, and this is the best way you can reach me. I trust you can hear me and see me okay. Um,
Yes, we
so
can.
brilliant. So please drop a one in the chat if you can see and hear me. It's great to see all of you today, and it's great to be here. So, is anyone curious to know how food can impact your career? And if indeed it can impact your career, please do take lots of notes and screenshots of this information. It had been a month since I'd started my dream job. I was so excited. I was about to lead the largest finance team. I had so many plans. We were going to achieve all our targets. I had wanted a job like this for years, close to home, managing my own team, and somewhere I could really make a difference. It was a Tuesday morning in March. The sun shone brightly and the leaves swirled um, in the light breeze. I walked into a routine meeting. I was so excited. We had just finished reporting and I was going to present the numbers at my first board meeting. I loved these meetings. I loved explaining the story behind the numbers and how they described where the business stood. So I picked up my report. I looked down at the words, but I couldn't focus on a single letter or number. It might as well have been written in Latin. I started to think, what is wrong with me? I stared at the paper, blinked a few times, and straightened my glasses. It was no use. It was no use. I couldn't be tired. I was getting enough sleep, but then I was constantly exhausted. I thought to myself, but I had drunk coffee that morning. Coffee used to help me focus. Coffee was the best. So why was I feeling like this? I decided just to push through, but everything felt so difficult. My energy felt lower um, than it used to. Tasks that usually felt easy started to take forever. I started to wonder, why didn't I have that relentless resilience, mental clarity, and clear focus that I had when I was younger? That night when I got home, I took a deep breath. I looked in the mirror and I asked myself, was my career over? Was this the end of 2 decades of hard work and aspiration? I can solve this. This was the year of the first all-female spacewalk, a historic milestone for gender equality. I couldn't give up my career. I had to solve this. A few months had gone past and I'd started working on the weekends, waking up earlier, anything to keep going with that workload. But my limbs felt heavy. I found it harder to focus and I just kept wanting to fall asleep. And this was all the time. But then I'd try to remember key numbers during meetings, but my mind would go blank. I used to recall numbers easily. The 2 a.m. wake-up call. It was 2 a.m. and I was wide awake, staring at the ceiling whilst my husband slept peacefully beside me. My mind started to race and I started to go through tomorrow's presentation, the school pickup I'd almost forgot for the third time, and that comment from a colleague about keeping up the pace. I felt constantly wired and anxious when I was actually tired and I needed to rest. I started to feel like a bad mother for always being stressed, a bad employee for not being on all the time, and a bad person for wanting time to myself. The friend. I thought I was doing everything right. I was eating salads for lunch, skipping the biscuit tin, and just choosing whole grain everything. I exercised whenever I could, and I went to bed at a reasonable time, but I still felt drained and miserable. I'd had enough. It was a Saturday afternoon, and I'd planned to meet a friend for coffee. She was about my age and seemed to be holding it all together, so she had to know what to do. Everything shifted when she asked me a simple question. So, what did you eat for breakfast today? I felt confused. I thought we were going to talk about my anxiety and exhaustion, not my breakfast. But I was so desperate for a solution, so I told her what I'd eaten, what I thought to be a healthy breakfast, cereal with frozen berries. She gently replied, your symptoms may not be in your head, they may be in your bloodstream. Sorry, they may be in your blood sugar. Would you like to know how I manage my symptoms naturally so I could continue working? Well, since I don't have a lot of time today, I'm going to be focusing on balancing blood sugar for this talk, even though there are 3 steps as hydration, balancing blood sugar, and restorative movement. So, think of your body like a car that needs steady fuel. Estrogen is a female hormone and it's the helper that makes the fuel. So the blood sugar, that's our fuel, and it helps it get into our cells so that we have energy. During perimenopause, estrogen can go up and down. So it's like the fuel system isn't working as smoothly as it normally would. And this can make it hard to keep your blood sugar steady. Now imagine cortisol. So cortisol is a stress hormone. And it's like pressing the accelerator in a car too hard. So when you're feeling stressed, which is so common in this stage of life, with work, family, life changes, cortisol can make your blood sugar shoot up really quickly and then crash back down again. So when this crash happens, your body goes into emergency mode. It's like that warning light coming on in your car. And so what happens in response is the body starts releasing more stress hormone to fix this. And this trigger are the exact symptoms I was experiencing: brain fog, anxiety, irritability, energy dips, and even digestive issues. So what felt like a personal failing was actually my body's normal response to this hormonal and metabolic disruption. The good news, My friend said that once I understood this connection, I could work with my body's needs rather than against it. I needed to eat to balance my blood sugar levels. The answer? Um, well, at first I was skeptical and I thought, I can't do this, but I was so desperate to feel better. So I decided to take her advice and started balancing my meals with protein, healthy fats, and fiber. These changes surprised me. Within 3 days, my afternoon energy crashes had almost disappeared. Within 2 weeks, that brain fog that had been worrying me started to lift. I was in disbelief. I thought I'd be living with this forever. And within a month, I felt like myself again, clear headed, calmer, and far more capable. All is well that ends well. I can now focus on reports again and recall high level numbers. I no longer get up 2 a.m. and sleep 7+ hours. I still get irritable at times, but then who said I was perfect? So I have a special gift. It's 3 breakfast ideas that balance blood sugar. So please use the QR code to retrieve this. And this is my LinkedIn profile. Please connect with me and say hello. It would be great to know if you've tried any of my breakfast ideas and what you think of them. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Pepley, so much for being able to share this with us. I know all of us has felt this way one time or another, and for you to be able to break it down and capture just each of those areas is phenomenal. I know I can be able to incorporate this in my day-to-day walk to be able to try to have much energy because as entrepreneurs, we stay so busy doing so many things. So to be able to know that it's possible for us to stay busy, healthy, and balanced is phenomenal. Can you please tell the everybody that's listening, and even some of the people in the comments, what platforms are you on, and how can people connect with you? Because I know you're consistently posting all the time about ways to continue to stay healthy.
Um, I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook predominantly. The best way to connect with me is via LinkedIn.com, Pipley Mystery. So the handle's there on the last page. And yeah, just direct message me, connect with me. I'd love to hear from you. Any issues, problems you're having. And I also do personal one-to-one coaching. So yeah, if you want the extra help, then that's available too.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming onto our platform, and thank you for the message you shared. If you're in a network or organization, it'll be posted in all of the groups and also our also Market Her Brand business page, so you can be able to listen to it. Again, we thank you so much for coming onto our platform. My name is Sunshine. Full and Winder, CEO and founder of Market Her Brand. Please go to our website, marketherbrand.com. We have such phenomenal things going on for the women in network and organization that you don't want to miss it. Until further, till we meet again, until we connect again. If you listen to the replay, we're so glad that you stayed throughout the whole broadcast and listen to the replay. We also appreciate that as well. Until next time, Wednesday, everybody have a great night. And Coach Pepley, thank you so much for coming onto the platform, and we appreciate you always.
Thank you so much. So lovely to be here.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you. Everybody have a great night and thank you.